Okay, I decided to do a random video. This is something totally different for a change. Uh, I worked out hard tonight. I work out quite often, but I decided to go for a hard workout tonight in particular because I just had been slacking off. I've been focusing on stuff, pro male stuff and MRM stuff, and it came to my. Hang on, I'm going to go. I'm going to go off this way because it's a little quieter. I just don't want to run into people as I'm talking. I came to the conclusion that there's in the so-called manosphere, whatever the fucking hell that means. There's all these grifters and of all types, and recently it seems to be these looks maxers and fitness gurus have started to take over, and they've eclipsed the PUAs. But I think Rehab Room, he's black pill, but he still has some good points, and he made a great video explaining how they're basically using the same exact tactics that the PUAs used to use, and it's absolutely true. I mean, they're just grifters. They give you half the information. They string you along. I mean, it's a lot of bullshit. But that said, like, men's mental and physical health are important, and they are. It's definitely MRM issues, and I think it's the problem in the so-called health industry, especially the men's health industry, and you can this could even apply to, let's say, martial arts. There's just not only is there a lot of bullshit, but it's not very holistic, and it doesn't focus on men's overall health. Actually, a lot of the advice they give is actually quite dangerous and unhealthy, and I think it's a problem with men that they either let themselves go or they just don't take care of their health. And I saw this as a truck driver. I see it all the time. I've seen it it's everywhere. I mean, I've worked all sorts of jobs, in warehouses. I mean, it's the same thing. Men treat themselves like machines. They don't respect their own bodies. Anyway, I was just, as I was working out, I was just working out now, and I don't know, I just had this spark of inspiration, and I decided, I should make a video about this, because I think it's, as I said, not only is it an important topic for us to discuss, but I think it will attract healthier men to our movement, and I also think it will just keep these losers away. I mean, the thing about working out is that it's just like it's a great way to stay grounded. There's all this talk, on the internet, especially in Reddit, touch grass, and it's like anytime someone goes into territory, they're out of touch with reality, and then someone tells them to touch grass. So like go outside, interact with the real world. And I think it's a valid point, and I think it's important. I think pro male men should stay in shape to lead by example. They should stay in shape to lead by example, and that's number one. A. B. I mean, you never know. It's important. It's to be able to protect yourself. I think. I mean, it's a hostile world to men, and especially pro male men. And I think it's good to be in shape. And I also think that just um, staying staying in shape, it like forces you to uh, not only just go outside and touch grass. I mean, you could work out inside, but it keeps you um, grounded in reality. You have to like you can't just you can't lie to yourself. You'll know if you can do a lap or do 5 pull-ups. Well, whatever. You don't have to compete with other men. Like that's a problem in all men's spaces and with men in general is this competition. Like you don't have to work out with the intention of being the biggest guy or the toughest guy or the best fighter, but it's just it's healthy, and B, it keeps you grounded in reality. Like it forces you to acknowledge your own physical body and perhaps even mind, and it forces you to like uh, to some extent to reflect. I just look at a lot of these guys uh, online, and they just I get the impression that they never go outside, um, let alone work out. And it's like the more time you spend on the internet, the less time you are gonna the less you're gonna know how the less time you're gonna spend in the real world, and the less you're gonna know how things actually are. Like, there's no way you can be an expert if you're spending 24/7 online. you know, you don't have to like test yourself with extreme combat sports or something like that, or skydiving, but just like a lot of these guys, man, they're just so detached from reality. And I think if we um started focusing on these kinds of issues more, it's like I think it would be healthier for our entire movement. Like that's like I'm not against um personal self improvement. I think what exists is just is like it's not really self improvement, is it? Like bodybuilding isn't really self improvement. That's not really about getting healthier. Making more money is not necessarily about being healthier. Actually, it's often to the detriment of your health. And I think we really need to start focusing on these issues. It's kind of been stuff I've been wanting to talk about for a long time, but it's just I never knew quite how to bring it up, and I still have to work on these ideas. Yeah, this was a totally random video, totally unscripted. I don't know what happened to me. I had this, I felt like it was something I just on the spur of a moment I had to talk about. I brought my cell phone with me um, as I was working out because I listened to music, and yeah, so I don't know. So this is going forward. Yeah, I really want to stay as mentally and physically healthy as possible. I don't think there's there's nothing defeatist about that. That's not um, that's not giving into the system. Like if it or the world or gynocentrism or something like that. Like if anything, I do this because I want to be stronger. And then just it's healthy. And I mean, after dealing with so much of these shitty people online, I mean, shitty people in real life too, but especially online, it's like I really just want to literally touch some grass, even if it means doing a bunch of push-ups in it, or I just God, geez, some of these guys, like I almost pity a lot of these guys online, like that meme. There's this meme about Redditors, like actually, and it's this like it's a cartoon, but it's like a guy in really thick glasses, and I don't know. I'd have to look it up, but he's pointing at the screen and he's going actually. He's being contrarian, and it's accurate. It's beyond accurate. Like a lot of these guys just do not they don't get out, and they're not healthy mentally or physically. They're really toxic, and they just drag you down. They're like cancer. They just drag you down, or parasites. They're like tapeworms. They're just disgusting. So yeah, and I think so. I'm gonna address all of this going forward. I think we should be talking about this: men's health, genuine men's health, and genuine self-improvement. Pro male, from a pro male perspective, we're gonna have to address these uh, issues. It's sooner or later.